Good evening.
Good evening, everybody.
Good to see you, Dr. Bodhi.
Thank you. All right. Could you kindly put the thing on the screen, the Mahamangala Sutra?
Sure thing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Mahamangala.
All right. Let us brief it. Okay. If you look at that very carefully, now I'm looking at it in a different perspective. The first one is, thank you. First one is the question. Okay. Second, third, fourth, fifth, and the sixth. Okay. Sixth to the sixth. That means the first five, which we have discussed so far. The first five are the instructions of the book.
Instructions? Okay.
That's the, you can say, Buddha has got three methods. That is,
Three methods.
three methods. One is giving examples. Then the example with the experience Buddha has acquired, or experiences that Buddha has acquired while doing these things. That is the first thing. So it's related to what Buddha has achieved. How? So experiences. That's the one thing Buddha used to preach. Second one is that is called the experiences, then the advisors and the instructions. Advisors and the instructions are the other two. So Buddha insists, do this, that is an advice. Instruction is generally asking us to the method that we have to follow. So those are the instructions. So we have to remember that in any sutra, these three items are there. The experiences. Your experiences with examples, which is very important. Yeah, and examples, and then the instruction and the advices.
Instructions and
advices. Advisors. So advice, Buddha advises, do this, don't do that, things like that. So those are the advisors. So if you look at this sutra very brief, I would like to briefly tell you what the format is. First four Buddha's answers to this question, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, would say, that is 5 items. Then Buddha says the difficulties that we encounter, and also Buddha says the respecting what we have to do while we are moving along that, and the rest is the outcomes or the benefits that person is going to get. So it can be divided into three parts. What one is, okay, here is the method. This is the question. Here is the method to follow. These are the difficulties that you may or may not encounter depending on the person. Then the last is the benefits or the outcomes, and the final goal. All right, so keep that in mind. That's the format to consider in all sutras that Buddha has preached.
Okay.
All right, so that's a good starting point. All right, yeah, that's a good starting point. All right, if we go back to the sutra again, I would like to recall this again and again and again, because then you get the real picture of this, and also you get, to remember the sutra pretty easily, rather than, rather than going one and wait for the other and go to the next one. No, we have to read together. Okay, the
Mm.
question is clear. So this person or the sort of a monk came to the Buddha and said, I have done so much of homework, in other
Homework.
words. Okay, to control myself. I have done so much of homework to control myself, Buddha. So the problem is, well, I thought of going to achieve what I'm going to achieve, the total calmness, but unfortunately, this thing encroach me. What that is? The mana. Mana is the pride of what I have achieved. So that became became an obstruction or hindrance or barrier which I can't move forward. Okay, that's the question. That's very clear. So the question
Yeah.
is clearer now. So many times we said that. Then Buddha said, okay, Buddha knew that this person is going to go along mana, uddacha, avidya, avidya patya, sankara patya, vijnana patya, and go to the the mountains of sufferings. Eventually, this person is going to along that path. So Buddha immediately gave the instruction to stop that.
Yeah.
Like a doctor gives a tablet to stop the pain immediately.
Yes.
Okay, so first one is asevana cha balanam panditanam cha sevana. So puja cha pujaniyanam, respect that whatever you get through the the way you are treating this particular problem, how to treat the problem. Very first thing to do is don't associate with thoughts which are giving trouble. Now see,
Yeah.
thought has got 5 items. I said Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. Buddha said you can go to Rupa, Vedana, Sanya. You can identify everything in this world. Even the mana you can identify, but don't go beyond that. Sankara,
Yeah.
Vijnana. Then the system changes. So Buddha is asking not to change the particles of the system.
Yes.
That's where the trouble comes. That is called Sankara. Sankara means that's you can remember that, please. Sankara means changing the system from the normal to
To
another
abnormal. Yeah.
hurting situation or disturbing situation. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Sangha. Yeah. Okay. The five swords. Five kinds of swords. The fourth one, right?
Yeah, that's the first one. Asevanacha balanam panditanancha sevana. So don't associate with things that hurts you, because
Mm.
eventually it hurts your entire system, the physical and the emotional or the mental, whatever you call it.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that has to be stopped right at the beginning. Then Buddha
Yeah.
gave the instructions to build up the other important, I would say, virtues to go along this path to achieve the final goal of Nibbana or the total calmness or the peacefulness.
Mm.
So then that person is not going to come back. Okay, I got something into my mind. I don't know whether to say that or not. Have you heard about the 4 levels of Rahat, Arahant? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Sotapanna, Sakradagami, Anagami, Arihat.
Yeah.
Have you?
I know there are four levels of
Yes,
ahanship.
4 levels. So,
Yeah,
so
four levels.
Sotapanna means all the things that this person is doing can hear by himself or herself. That is Sotapanna.
Mm.
Sotapanna is whatever you have, gone through along the path to full calmness, you can hear that by yourself. That is Sotapanna. Clearly, precisely, and I would say, in other words, explicitly, very, very clearly, explicitly. So you can hear that
Yeah.
to yourself. Then, once you hear, you get organized. Sotapanna Sakridagami means you organize yourself to go along that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
the second level. Then the
Second
third,
level.
second level is organize your system, the mind, set the mind, the system, the body, and everything to go along that
Okay.
path. That is called Sakridagami. Anagami means once you have established those two, once you have established those two, the hearing and the system, organize the system, the hearing and the organization of the system, you will never come back. So that means the third one,
Yes,
anagami.
sir.
Anagami means you won't come back to the place where you were, where the
Anaga.
was hurting you. So
Anahan.
anagami, arahant means you complete the
Yeah.
task totally,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you are at the arahant level. So there are
Yeah.
four levels which are pretty important to remember. So it's not very hard. That's Sotapanna, Sakridagami, Anagami, Arihat. Those are the four items you can find that in any book or any place. You know, if you Google that, you can find. Anyway,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So we'll come to this part because that came to my mind. I thought of, this is the right time to tell you. So it will show you in this particular thing when you study this sutra very clearly that what is going to happen to this person. Okay. Let us go to the next one, please. Asevanacha Balan is done. Then the next one. Then Buddha says,
This is
Pati
one.
Rupa Desa Vasoja. Believe that you are hanging on to a Rupa and you say, I am in the in the situation of pride. I'm enjoying
Yeah.
the pride, but I'm enjoying the pride, but Rupa is giving you a fake Rupa. Fake. Okay?
Faker.
Fake Rupa. Fake. Rupa
Yeah.
fake. They,
Yeah.
they, they show that they are there, but they are not. So it's a
Yeah.
myth or a mirage or a myth, something like that.
Mirage. Yeah. Mirage.
Yeah. So it's a Pati Rupa Desa Vasocha. You are living in an environment where full of Rupa. You have selected one Rupa and you are uh, your experience, you're recalling that over and over again. You are bringing that into your mind over and again, and you create the mana. In other words,
Yeah.
you have created the mana. That's the Buddha says. So Patirupadesa Vasocha, use all your knowledge up to this point, your practices, to realize that reality. Ubbeta kata punyata. Use all your abilities to visualize and realize that.
Mm.
Then, then your system is going to get calmful. Atta samma panidita. So you're going to get your system calm. Okay?
Yeah.
Ekam mangala muttamang. I said what that is. There is no any other reward or award a person can get in this life. Because Buddha says, if you can live calmly in this world, that is the best reward that a person can get. All the other things are just, comes and goes. They are very, very temporary. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go to the next one. Fourth
Go.
one, which we have
What's wrong?
discussed already. Bahu Satchancha Sippancha. So a lot of practices skills are required for you to adhere to the first two. So Buddha said first three, I would say. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. First two, the first and the second one. Buddha said, uh, don't associate with bad thoughts or thoughts. And also remember that you are, entangled to a rupa, or you are attached to a rupa and you have make this pride. So to eradicate that those two, to adhere to the instruction given by the first and the second verses of the Buddha, it is not an easy thing because we have been used to a different system, because our system is always looking at things to enjoy, join the outside world and enjoy. That's what we have been doing so far. So that person also doing the same thing by attaching to the rupa and having that mana. So that is why Buddha said this is not an easy thing, because you are not used to this. So therefore, you have to put extra effort, strong
Extra
effort.
effort.
Yeah,
Okay.
extra effort. Bahu Satchancha Sippancha. Lot of skill development is required here. And then you have to be firm. Vinayocha Susikito, discipline must be there. So you can't go this way or that way. You have to be firm for what you are doing. So that's the next one says. Okay, Vinayocha Susikito Subhasitacha Yavacha. Okay. So the next one says, now Buddha is bringing this. Now see, look at the first three as I said. First one is don't involve with bad thoughts. Second one is you are entangled or attached to the rupa, and that was the cause of this mind.
Yeah.
And it is not an easy thing for you to do because you need a lot of experiences.
Yeah.
Acquire and improve. That's the third one. Says the next one says, yeah, Bahu Satchanji is that. Then the next one
Yes, yes, yes.
says Buddha. Yeah, that's the one I said. You need a lot of experiences and you have to stick to a particular rule or norm.
Yeah, yeah.
It's called the norm. N-O-R-M, norm. Have you heard about that norm?
Oh, yeah, yeah, none.
No, yeah, no. So my pronunciation may not be easy to sometimes. Sorry. So no, okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, I
that's
can. I
yeah,
can.
yeah, that's like a philosophy or some sort
Yeah,
of a method
philosophy. Yeah.
or
No.
method to follow. So
The
that's the norm.
law.
So my norm is the say somebody can say my norm is to get up in the morning and do this. That's the norm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can understand.
Yeah, that's good.
That
So
is the principle. It's very
principle. That's right. Quite right. 100%. Very good. Well done. Okay, the next one, please. Bhav Satyancha Sippai. That's what it says. Okay, we'll go to the, yeah, that's right. No, principle. Okay, next one is giving an example to, now see, so Buddha is trying to deviate this person's way of thinking towards the equanimity. Now see, without
equanimity.
equanimity or impartiality, I would say, impartiality, this task is difficult to achieve. So gradually, this is a gradual transition. So Buddha is gradually ceasing period is explained here. How to transfer your system towards equanimity or impartiality. So Buddha says, you have attached to your parents, the siblings, your children if they have, your friends, you name everybody you are close to. So gradually release the attachments to become no, become normal. That is not too much attachment towards them. So gradually
Mm.
you reduce your attachment, ease your attachments, so that you can improve the equanimity.
Equanimity. Yes.
So now see, that's an advice. Earlier one is instruction. Now see, you can see.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Earlier ones are
Yeah.
instructions. Now see,
Instructions.
these are instructions. So you have to, see along those lines. Then it becomes very easy to remember and understand. And I'm explaining how to remember. It's not like teaching. These first one, second one, like that. No, I'm putting the things which are hidden, which are not written.
Mm.
I would have written all these things, and the book will be 2 or 3 times bigger.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then the reader might say, what is this, too much to read? Anyway, so we'll go to
No.
the next one, which is, yeah, Vinaya Susipkito. So it's Vinaya is means the discipline. Yeah, that's right. So
Mm-mm.
we go to
Yes.
the next one. These the next one. It says, now this is another instruction. Now see, the first instruction is the previous one. Now there is another instruction given here. Can you see that? So
Yeah.
if you go to number 5 again, that's the first instruction given, Mata Pitu Upattana. Okay? So that's to change the pattern of thinking, pattern of performance within the system.
Mm.
That's the first attempt. Buddha's first attempt to change is number 5 or 4. Number 4 according to Buddha, because first one is the question. So the
Yes.
fourth one is an instruction. No, we'll go to the next one, please. Sixth. So it's the fifth one or the sixth one. Yeah, that's the sixth one. That is the fifth one of the Buddha. So Dhanancha Dhammacharyacha. Buddha is telling now, why you are getting all these things, you are attached to so many things. Attachment have to be released. So
Mm.
dhanancha means when you are attached to something, there is a speed sitting with that high speed. High
Yeah.
speed is sitting with the attachment. So once the
Mm.
attachment is there, speed comes. So speed is very, very disturbing the system. So therefore, Buddha says, reduce the attachment to reduce the speed. Higher the attachment, higher the speed.
Yeah.
So dhanancha dhamma charyacha. So charyacha means make that as your routine. Day to day
Yes. Yeah.
routine is your charyacha means your routine. Okay? So
Yeah.
charya is routine. So make that routine to or approach or self-reliance approach or whatever it is, the routine is the best word I would say. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Dhamma Charya, make that as your routine, day-to-day routine.
Day-to-day routine. Yes.
Then Jnatakana cha sanyamu. Then you do not treat anyone as your close associate or friend. So you are not
Mm.
going to create, bring this particular thought to attach to people. Now see, Buddha is trying to give another instructions to go along the equanimity path or impartiality path. Anavajjani kammani etam mangalam uttamam. That's why I said, introducing is so that person uh, realizes a new thing that I have heard. Okay, now this we didn't discuss seventh one, so we can go to
Mm.
seventh one. Yeah, seventh one is the sixth one of. Now, if you look at the things again and again, the first one says the question, then says don't go with the bad thoughts, then
Yeah,
Buddha says
the
you
bad
are attached to the rupa. Then Buddha
Yeah.
says these are, not easy to do. I know that. Then Buddha says, okay, because you can't do that properly, just give instructions to, uh,
Mm,
you know, to to promote the equanimity or impartiality, to
mm,
treat your loved ones, in impartial way. Then Buddha says this one, when you are doing that, your bad practices is still there. They are at residue level. But do you know what residue means? They are still sitting
raise your
there, but
level. Yeah, yeah.
residue. Yeah, they are still sitting in the system because we have been we have been used to that particular method for so
Mm,
many years now.
mm,
Not only years beyond, before coming to this world also we used to practice to live in this world somewhere, I don't know. So that accumulated behavioral pattern is still coming behind us.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why Buddha says, say, very, very, very brave Buddha, unbelievable. So Buddha
Yeah.
says, Arati Virati Papa. So what that means, whatever you have, you know, repeatedly, just keep it there, number 7. Arati Virati Papa. So that
Mm,
means the sinful, Papa means sinful. Sinful means giving hurt. Sin
mm,
means nothing other than hurts you and others. That is a sin.
mm.
That is,
Hurtful.
sin is defined by that. What is a sin?
Mm.
Sin is whatever hurts you and the others.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is a sin, in simple terms. So, arati, virati. So, those are repetitively coming to you. Be careful. They are waiting to take you because karma is there always telling, join me, join me, join me. That's the best way to live in this world. Karma is coming behind us and say, live with me. Kama tanna rati raga loba desamo machari krodha vaira. Doesn't matter. Live with me.
Mm,
But the consequences, karma doesn't say the consequences, but it says join me. So it's arati virati means it is coming those
mm.
things. So up to when this person comes up to this level, certain amount of sinful events are already released.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So most of things are released. So Buddha is advising this advice: don't bring them back. Arati virati. Whatever you have released, don't bring them back.
Don't bring them back. Yes.
So up to this point, now see all the things do this, impartiality. You have brought your system to that level of impartiality. So don't ruin your system by bringing the previous uh, corrections.
Yeah.
So you have eradicated, you have eliminated those things. So don't bring them back.
Mm.
Then when you are not bringing them back, what happens is you are developing majja majjapanacha sanyamo. That means majjapana means impartiality or tranquility. So you are now see Buddha is gradually bringing this person towards tranquility and
Impartiality.
impartiality through tranquility through impartiality, I would say. Okay,
Mm.
so tranquility to that is the target. Majjapanacha sanyamo. So that is going to associate with Majjapana, tranquility or impartiality by Arati Virati. So preventing what is collected earlier, the sinful events. Sinful events are left alone and bring the Majjapana to the system.
Mm.
So those things
Majapahla.
accompany the system, which is much better. So you say
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the karma, sorry, I'm happy with Majapana. So karma, you can be like you. Don't worry.
yeah. Yes.
Then next one says, don't wait for too long. Do it immediately. Appamadocha dhammesu. Bring the system. Dhammesu means all the containments, allow them to leave. But this has to do, appamado means don't delay. Do not delay this particular thing because
Uh,
so important, otherwise they will come and grab you. Who? The old parties can come and grab you with karma.
mm,
The old things that we practice can come and you know the destroy everything that you have achieved up to this point. So you have to be very careful. Don't delay. Bring the impartiality and tranquility. Now see, you can
impartial.
see, yeah, when you realize these things, you can see how Buddha is bringing this person towards equanimity.
Mm,
In other words, Buddha is trying to show, I can see that Buddha is trying to show us the difference between the karma and the equanimity. How peaceful equanimity compared to karma, which brings fire. But this person has realized that the question says, I have mana is troubling. Mana comes from kama tanna rati raga lobha desamo machariya krodha. That's the
come
starting point here.
on.
Kama brings all the 10 unwholesome action that we studied, kama tanna and all that. Machariya
Yeah.
krodha. Then the 5 hindrances goes to kama chanda, then goes to the
Yes.
10 fetters. Kamachanda Vyapal, then Sakkariti Vijigicha, Silabhata Paramasa, Kamaraga, Patiga, Ruparaga, Aruparaga, Man, Uddacha Avidya. So it's bringing to that. So
Mm,
this person has gone through the system and realized how bad they are, how hurtful they are. Therefore, Buddha is instructing, don't go that way, go with this, then you can relax and relieve from your hurtful situations.
mm.
So that's the instruction again. Okay, don't allow that to delay. Happy with that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. We'll go to the next one, number eight. Number eight. Yeah. We'll see whether we can.
Number 8.
Yeah, number eight. Yeah, that's the one. Now that's important. Now, these are important things. Gara vocha nivatocha. That means whatever peacefulness brings to your system has to be admired and respected. Otherwise, this person is not going to go any further. Now, see, it's like enjoying what you are doing. If you enjoy what you are doing, you go further and further. If you enjoy
Yeah.
your studies, you go further and further. So it's like this. So Buddha is telling, whatever you have achieved up to now has to be respected. Gara vocha.
Mm,
Respect the calmness that you have achieved. That's what gara vocha nivatocha. Respect the calmness or the peacefulness or the tranquility or the equanimity
okay.
that you have achieved so far. Respect that, worship that, keep that in your system, treat it with respect, enormous respect, I would say. Treat that achievement with enormous respect. Then you are not going to change your way of
Mind.
thinking,
Yeah.
your path. You're not going to change your path towards equanimity always. So you're going
Mm-mm.
to maintain that equanimity throughout your life because you know the value of that equanimity. But
Yeah.
you realized how good that is.
Mm.
So gradually that particular what you call the mana or the pride is easing little by little, but still it can come because it is so strong, because we have practiced to keep that in our system for so many years. So Buddha is asking us to be very, very carefully adhere to these things and practice over and over again. He's always trying to encroach that particular karma and bring that man. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Garavocha Nivatocha Santuttita Katang Yuta. So you yourself is talking to yourself about the calmful situation that person has achieved. And also Katang Yuta means you speak and talk and you listen. When you listen, Kalena Dhamma Sakaccha, so you discuss with you,
Yourself.
not among others, but with you.
Yes.
Because when you discuss with you the things that you have achieved, what you do is you praise, you admire the path that you are going along now.
Mm. Yeah.
So you respect the path, you admire the things that you have achieved, the calmness, equanimity, and everything. Then you start to discuss with you
Mm.
yourself.
Yourself.
Yeah. Then you discuss. Then, whenever required, you discuss. Always be with them. That's what it says, Buddha.
Yeah.
That's another instruction. Now, see.
Yes. Instruction. Another. Yes.
Narvachanya. But the method is given. So admire the method, be with the method, discuss about the method that you have, when you say Santuttita Katayuta Kalena Dhamma Savana means Buddha is asking that person to go back and recall what Buddha has preached up to this
Mm.
point. In other
Mm.
words, recall, bring that back and go through that several times over and over again. So, like, uh, don't don't associate with bad thoughts. Asevanacha balanang panditanancha sevana pujacha pujaniyanang eta. So then says, uh, you are in the rupa, the environment is full of rupa you are associating with, you know. So this
Mm.
and that. So all these things are there to go through several times. You happy with that
Yeah.
or too much?
It's okay for me.
Okay, we can go to the next one and always we can come back. Okay, I'll go to
Mm.
the next one and then come back to the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Okay, this is the eighth one. This
Mm-mm.
is the one. The eighth one, that's a
Okay.
pretty important one. Yeah, that's the eighth one, the ninth one in this one. Now, this is what the person is going to achieve. Now, see, instructions given, the advice is given. Now, gradually tells us this is gradually where you are going to go, or this is what you are going to achieve in your life.
Mm.
That is
Mm.
what this one says. Kanti so vasachata. Kanti means compassion. It's the compassion.
Compassion. Ah.
Compassion. So harmony, compassion, harmony, peace, calmness, you name everything is there. Compassion means it covers all these things: calmness, peace, harmony, as well as, you know, other things which calms you, totally calms you. Now the it is related to the previous one,
Which previous one?
number 8. Now look at
Yeah,
number
yeah,
8. Go back to number
yeah,
8
yeah,
is here. So you if you look back,
yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
because this is called the cause and effect, so that is the
Cause and effect.
cause
Yes,
and
yes.
effect. If you do that, you get this. If you do this, you get that. If you
Uh,
do that, you get this. That's cause and effect
cause
again
and effect. Yes, yes.
for for benefits. Cause and effect to gain benefits, not the worst case. Cause and effect is for bad things also. Avidya patya sankara, cause and effect also. That is also cause and effect. But this is
Mm.
different. This is bringing the calmness to the system. That's also cause and effect. All right.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, Kanti so vasachyata, when you feel in your system, through your system, samana nancha dasanang, becoming a noble person by yourself. You can visualize through your system is getting towards that. That is called samana nancha dasana. This person can see that person himself or herself is becoming a noble person. Samananancha dasana. Who sees? That person
Himself.
himself. That
Himself.
person sees, not anybody else. So
Mm.
when you are going on the road, no one sees you as a calmful person, but you are a calm person. Something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If somebody shout at us, we just ignore. That's what Buddha said. Just ignore, not be
No.
patient, but
Ah,
ignore. But if you
yeah.
are patient, there is a limit for patience. So, so if the things goes beyond that patience, then trouble comes.
It burst into shouting. Yes.
Yes. So therefore, ignore. If somebody shout at you, just ignore. Kalena Dhamma Sagacha, whenever you require, discuss within you. Discuss. Earlier said, this is discussing. Look at the previous one. Kalena Dhamma Savanam. Listening and discussing, two things. Earlier
Yeah,
one
yeah,
says listen, this one says discuss. So
yeah.
listening, what Buddha says is number 8. Kalena Dhamma Savanam means listening. Then
Yeah. Mm.
Kalena Dhamma Sakacha in ninth one. Yeah,
Mm.
listening. And then next one is, listening. And you have to see the difference. Then discuss.
Mm.
Sakacha means discuss. So discuss.
Sakaka.
Yes, Sakacha is 9, number 9. Where's number 9? This
Oh,
11.
yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
number 9. You have to go to number
number
9.
9. Oh, sorry. Number
Sorry,
9.
yeah, just here. 8 and 9, you have to compare the 8
Agacha
and 9.
discuss.
Sakacha, yes,
Mm.
Sakacha. Discuss.
Mm.
So you
Yeah,
have to be
yeah,
very
yeah.
careful when you read that. First one is
Mm.
listening. When you
And
listen, now see, when we study something, no, without our knowledge or not, we discuss through ourselves in the mind.
then,
If you are going to write something, you before you write, you discuss about that
mm.
inside your system. But it is so fast you won't realize. When I write something, say, even I'm writing these things, that is discussed within myself. Then only
Mm.
you can write. You can't just write, because first you have to listen to you. Discuss,
Yeah.
listen. Discuss, listen. So these two are telling us always listening and discussing. Listen what you have discussed, discuss what you have listened. So that is called investigation. So Buddha admire the investigation. Always
Yeah, yeah.
discuss. So there
Mm.
are no barriers for you to stick to what Buddha says. Buddha says you discuss through yourself or among yourselves. If you wanted to discuss with others, doesn't matter. If somebody asks, how, you, how are you becoming so calm? How are you, living your life with calmness? Then you have to tell that person, this is what I'm following. If somebody asks. So this question was there at several places to Buddha by
mm,
several people. How you are like this? Then Buddha says, this is what I'm doing, nothing else. So Kalena Dhamma Savanang Etam Mangalamuttama. Kalena means whenever required, when you think this is
whenever.
the time to discuss. So
Mm,
So it's like you discuss. Okay, I have forgotten the fifth verse, so I had to bring it back and discuss. Look at what it is. Discuss, discuss, discuss. Then you remember. You can recall for your own goodness, happiness,
mm, mm.
relief, your harmness. Okay, so that what it is. Now see, becoming. Then if you go to the last one, we can go to the last one because it's pretty easy now. Okay, 10, number 10. Number 10. Then tapocha brahma charyacha. Now charya. Charya means, as I said, the routine. Now the routine, because earlier one also had the term charya. So charyacha means, so you can compare that. It's a routine, day-to-day routine.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
30
routine.
okay.
Tapocha Brahma. Tapocha Brahma means, Tapocha means you try to, what's the word? So I said whenever you are doing something, your system get warm up,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
to different levels. It may be very, very minimal level now, but still you have to, uh, what you call, reduce that warmness. So when this person start to reduce the warmness, if something comes against that person won't get excited or get angry. So always try to calm the system itself, not others, the person system. We can't calm other systems, system or others. We can never do that. Now see, if somebody, if we can say, if I'm calm, other person also become calm. No, no chance. No chance. It may or may not happen, but it won't work like that. So no matter what the other person is doing, you can be calm. That you can do because that's controlled by yourself. Because other person's
Mm,
calmness is not controlled by us. That is
yeah.
that person's problem, not mine. Okay. So
Yeah.
tapocha brahmacharya. Now this person's routine is to see whether there are any shortcomings in the system, like propping up this warmness all of a sudden, then bring that down. Because as I said, all these things that we have done earlier can creep in without our knowledge. Here comes the calm,
Mm,
a little bit of calm is coming. No, no, no,
mm,
no, no, we don't want. So
mm,
tapocha brahmacharyancha. Then Buddha says, then you can see the Arya Satchana Dassana. Earlier also says Dassana. Dassanang is term is in the previous one also. Dassanang means see. That person can
see.
observe, see, realize.
Observe. See.
Dassana. What? Arya
Asana.
Satchana, that's four noble truths can be seen.
Mm.
Arya Satchana Dassana, four noble truths. Arya Satchana
Phenomenal.
Dassana is four noble truths.
Mm.
Noble truth or noble truth is covered with four items.
Yeah, yeah.
What is noble? Noble is there is no any other method or truth to make you calm. That is the noble. Noble
Yeah.
means that there is no any other method to calm yourself or others. So that is why it is noble. Ariya Satya. Satya means truthfully make the system calmful. It's a trustworthy system. You can trust
That's the
that
worthy.
particular. That's Satya. Satya means you can trust that method.
Mm.
Ariya means Ariya means you can stop the suffering. Ariya means truthfully stop the suffering, the method. That is the meaning of that. Ariya Satya means truthfully eliminate the suffering. The
Mm.
method to truthfully eliminate the suffering, if I make it explore the meaning. So if I broad that particular meaning, Ariya Satyam means that. So there is no any other method to make you truthfully eliminate the suffering. Definitely
Mm.
the suffering would be eliminated. Dassanang, that person can see that happening in the system because that person has adhered to the instructions, the advisors, and the information, the examples given by the Buddha. So examples, instructions, advisors are treated very well. So therefore, this person is in a position to achieve or attain the Arya Sat
Yeah.
Dasanam Sanskrit. Nibbana Satya Giriyacha. Nibbana means bliss of full calmness.
Mm.
Nibbana Satya Giriyacha. Etam Mangala Muttama. There's no any other. Now see, that's the 10th one. That's the last one, actually speaking. So,
Mm.
which is good. We have done the whole thing. So we can
Yeah.
go back to the first one and come back to this gradually, looking at these things. And final one we discussed at the beginning. This
Mm.
person is going to become a non-loser. Now, this person
Man,
is
looks.
a non-loser. That is what the final goal that this person
Mm.
is going to achieve. So, will that help to get the mana out? Yes, there is no mana now. Mana can't come. Mana Uddacha Avidya can't come to the system, come into the system now.
Mm.
When this person is not suffering with avidya patya, sankara patya,
Anna.
vichara patya,
Mm.
nama rupa patya. So if we go back to the first one, you can separate them. The instruction question is this. So if I go back to that, uh, the instruction is, sorry, the question is mana. Okay, mana is the
Mm.
question. How to
Yeah.
eradicate mana? Don't entangle with bad thoughts or any thought.
Mm.
Okay. So Buddha
Yeah.
instruction. Now see, if you look at all the sutras Buddha said, Buddha is asking to eliminate or not to entangle with hurtful things. Buddha
Yeah.
never asked to do good things, but Buddha asked to leave the hurtful things, then the good
Mm.
things will come automatically to your system.
Exactly.
Yeah, Buddha is not asking specifically to do good rituals to bring, happiness or really take out the bad things that will look system will look after the rest.
Yeah.
Self-pride, then asevanacha balanang, that is what it is. Pujacha pujaniyanang. So that is where you have to respect. So asevanach balanang, don't associate with bad thoughts. There are no good thoughts, so associate with good concepts like Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa, Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanta, Samma Ajiva, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. Eight, uh, factors. of enlightenment?
Eight factors of enlightenment. Okay.
Sammaditya, you have heard about these things, I think, or not?
Mm, the eight noble paths. Sure.
Okay, we'll come to that later. Don't worry. Yeah, and
Okay.
there are called bojjanga. Have you heard about bojjanga?
English, please. Bojjanga.
Sati sambojjanga, Dhamma vichaya sambojjanga, Preeti
No.
sambojjanga. So
What's
that
that?
is, those are called bojjanga means bojjanga. Boj means the intellectual, the things
Intellectual.
intellectual, the noble, the things related to noble intellectuality.
Intellectual.
Yeah,
Mm.
noble intellectuality. Not the normal intellectuality is to study something. No, this is noble. Noble,
Novel.
difference between noble intellectuality and normal intellectuality, normal and the noble.
Yeah,
Normal
yeah,
one
yeah.
is you study subjects, enhance your knowledge in various subjects, things like that.
Mm-mm. I see.
So the noble intellectualities, you gain the 7 factors of enlightenment. 7 factors of enlightenment. They are
Mm.
called the Bojjanga.
Yeah,
Seven
yeah, yeah.
factors.
Yeah,
Seven
yeah.
factors. You may have
Yeah,
come.
almost got it. Almost got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you
But
know.
the terms, because the language and the
Yeah, yeah, I
terms,
know.
maybe.
You
I got
heard
it.
about them, but
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
not in English.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's good. So, unfortunately, you have to then transfer that to English. Otherwise, I can't communicate. All right.
Mm-mm-mm.
Anyway, Asevanacha Balanam Panditanancha Sevana Puja cha Pujaniyanam. But we are talking about Magadi part. These are all Magadi sounds. So Asevanacha Balanam Panditanancha Sevana Puja. So you respect that. Okay, the first advice Buddhas, or the method, sorry, method, this is the method. Okay, go to the
Mm.
next one. 3. Number 2, Patirupa Desa Vasocha. You are joining with Rupa. You are not having mana. Patirupa Desa Vasocha. You are entangled with Rupa, Upadana Rupa in your system, and you have created mana. That's what Buddha said to this person. You yourself are with lot of Rupa, repetitively thinking. Raga is repetitively thinking about your pride.
Re- repetitively thinking. Yeah,
Repetitively,
I
you
love that
repeat, you
word.
repeat,
Yeah.
raga. So over and over again, over and over again. So that's repetitively. Repeat,
Yes, yes.
you repeat that within your system.
Yeah, yeah,
Atta
yeah.
Samma Panidita, if you take that out, then it's the calmness comes into your system. Don't
Yeah.
deal with the rupa because they are fake rupa. You are suffering with fake rupa with mana. So come to this side. Then
Mm.
you are having atta nivima, or that's called the calmness. Okay?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. Then number 4. It is not easy to do what I said to you to do, Buddha says. So a
Mm.
lot of effort has to be put in. Practice is important because so much of contaminated things are within our system. So we
Mm.
have to gradually get them out. So how to get them out? Bring the new system into your new method into your system. That's what it says. Bring the new, how to get, now people are asking how to get rid of these things. It's not like cleaning a house. It is like bringing the new things, it will clean itself,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When you bring the new things into the system, new method to, you know, to go along the path of calmness, then the other things have no place to stay.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Buddha said.
Interesting.
Yeah, bring the new things, new method to calm yourself, then the hurtful things have to move. You are replacing the hurtful things with calmful things. That's the method. So practice, practice, practice. Stick to that. Discipline is important. Thank you. Then subhasita cha yavacha. So you have to secure that method, and your words are getting better now. Now, normally all the people, why Buddha said about words? Why Buddha mentioned about words? Because that is the main source that we use to communicate with people. Words.
Yeah, yeah.
That is there's a reason behind that. So we have to realize why Buddha mentioned about
Words.
the words rather than the actions and other things. So before
Yeah,
comes the actions, you always talk, so the words are coming. So Buddha says discipline your words or control your words. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
then uh, then giving the system to practice impartiality, no
Mm,
discrimination towards anybody that you are close by or close to. Then the sixth one, please, next one. So I'm going, just telling you what they are. Okay, now
mm,
you know exactly what they are. Dhanancha Dhammittaryacha. So reduce the speed by eliminating or releasing the contaminated containments. Contaminated contain.
mm.
What is that?
Contaminate. Contaminate.
Contaminated means they are hurting ourselves. Kama, tanna,
Yeah.
rati, rad, contaminated containments. That's what it is.
Mm,
Contaminant containments. Okay. So anakula, anavajjani kammani etam mangalam. It's a new practice. It's a new practice, but it brings you calmness. So you admire. Okay. Arati Virati, next one, Arati Virati. So no matter what you are going to do, according to what Buddha says, the previous collected bad things would come to you. That's the seventh one I'm talking about. The seventh one.
okay, so that's one.
Yeah. So it can come back. So to eradicate that, bring the Majjhima Patipada, that is, bring the equanimity to your
Mm,
system. Then you can see that you are beginning to become a sangha or noble person, because you are
mm,
accompanied the impartiality. But do this quickly. Don't allow the other things to come and conquer you. Make sense?
yeah.
Yeah. Then the next one, number 8, please. Respect these things. Karavocha Nivatocha. So respect the calmness that you have achieved, respect the method that you have followed. Now, see, I just mentioned something important. Buddha says, just before passing away from this world, Buddha, the 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 Venerable Ananda asked a question. He was the
Mm,
attendant, or he was behind Buddha all the time to support Buddha. So
mm,
he asked this question. Question was, when you passed away, who is going to be the chief? Buddha said, you keep
you.
my teachings as the head of the Buddhism or whatever, this. So
Mm, mm,
you don't have anybody else. Keep your my teachings as the chief of this uh, doctrine. So
mm,
now that is what says here. So
mm.
you respect what you have achieved. So you
Yeah.
respect what the Buddha said, but not what Buddha said, what is happening to you. Buddha never said, respect what I said. No. respect what you have achieved. Now see the difference. So
Mm.
there is no what you call the the best term is there is no boasting or telling that I am the leader of this. No, there is no leader.
Mm, mm.
So it's important. So that's very important thing here. Okay, the number,
Yeah.
yeah, that's very important thing. So number 9, please. Number 9,
Yeah.
Garagocha is your respect, what you have achieved. 9 is, okay, here comes the compassion into the system. Okay, just go down a little bit.
Sorry about that.
That's all.
Yes, all right. Is it
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Kanti so vasachyata. Now the person sees gradually that person is becoming a noble one. Then start to discuss what that person has done so far, the values of the things that person has done. So there also respect is there, everything is there. Then
Mm.
finally, number 10,
Number 10.
yeah, finally, it shows that whatever comes and hurts will be eliminated. Tapocha
Yeah,
brahmacharya.
eliminated.
So that means the what you call the way of living of a monk. That's what it says. The way of living of a monk is tapocha brahmacharyancha arya satchan dassanam, always seeing how to eradicate the harmfulness by using the instructions and the information and the advices, everything provided in this particular sutra. Nibbana Satyagiriya, as a full calmness can be achieved. Then finally, we can go to the last one and say, finally, this person is going to be number 11.
Number 11 is what? Going to
No,
be
this one.
non-loser.
Yeah, non-loser.
No.
That's right. There's another one. Sorry, I missed that. Puttasa
Yeah.
loka dhamme. Okay, we'll discuss that tomorrow. Don't worry. So before this is before the last one. So
Yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
person is not going to become a non. Is becoming a non-loser. How? How is explained here? How he
Yeah.
not going to be a tomorrow? Better to discuss that tomorrow. Too much time.
Okay.
All right, all the
Yeah.
best. Okay.
Yeah. I,
Then,
yes, thank you so
so
much. I
happy with
appreciate
that.
it.
So far, everybody's happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. Yeah, with that.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much for your
Thank you, thank you. Thanks for
interesting
listening and giving the encouragement for me to discuss these things.
talk.
Thank you so much. All the
All
best.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
See you
Good
tomorrow.
night.
Good
See you
night.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
Thank you.